Hey everybody, I'm Becky Adams. Thank you for stopping by my YouTube channel today. Today I have a layout share to share with you after a little break from YouTube that I took to spend some time with my family after or around my son's birthday and the anniversary of his passing. So I'll talk a little bit more about that in just a minute because I have a project that goes along with it. But let's jump in and get started with this layout that we've got here on the top of the pile. This is a project that I did for the Hip Kit Club Design Team using the June 2021 kits. I had so much fun with this project. It might be my favorite in this stack. I don't know. I can't remember for sure what I've got here, but I do love this one. My favorite are these big chipboard words. They come, I believe, in the embellishment kit. They're all like adventure is one piece, and I popped them up on some foam squares and adhered them in the coordinating stripe. I guess I adhered them on top of a coordinating pattern paper. Just 2 photos on this project, a little bit of hand stitching here in 3 spots, right up here, here, and here. Anyway, really fun project. If you haven't checked out the June 2021 kits, they are awesome. That's one that you would want to snag. This one is using the Simple Vintage Lemon Twist collection by Simple Stories. I do know that this one is not in stores yet, but it is sold out. So Simple Stories is sold out of it. So when you see this one pop up in stores, grab it because I know that it will go super fast. So what I did with this is just hand cut a heart shape, put some punch squares, and stitched with black thread. There is a full process video of this project on my YouTube channel, and then there's just some hidden journaling behind that one. So this was a fun one. I really like this collection. This is another Hip Kit project. This one was using the May 2021 kits with products from tons of different manufacturers. There's some Paige Evans, Amy Tan, Obed Marshall, Jen Hadfield. Anyway, I did an offset grid, so I have these 2 squares of pattern paper, and I kind of bumped them over to the right, and then these 2 at the bottom, I bumped them over to the left and kind of put my photo in the middle there, and finished it up with a diagonal design of fussy cut butterflies. There is a full process video for this one on my YouTube channel. This is from the Little Dreamer Girl collection. I believe that's what it's called. From Echo Park. It has some fun hand stitching over here on the rainbows. And then again, we've got a little bit of hidden journaling there behind the photo. This is a project that I created for the Just Knit design team, the Just Knit cut file store. I'll leave the information for that shop in the description box below, but I used this large floral cluster cut file, and I just backed it with pattern papers and then stitched some buttons in the center of each flower. So this is a really fun project with some really cute cut files. So this one is a double page spread. I think you can see everything there. So this is a double page spread that I did for my son's graduation. These are some of his senior pictures, and I wanted to keep things simple and clean and masculine on this project. So I've got a large 8x10 photo with the title 2020 graduate and then a subtitle with memories. Two 4x4 photos and some fun accent of ribbon there across the top. So this is a project that I created with the Simple Stories Happily Ever After collection. I did a lot of hand stitching on this one, and I can't say that it was my favorite hand stitching project. I used the gold embroidery thread, and it was not easy to work with, but I do love how it turned out. So this is all Simple Stories products except for the sequins. There is a full process video for this one as well on my YouTube channel. This is for this is created with the Simple Stories Family Fun collection. It's another one that I'm not sure if it's in stock yet, but it will be shortly. I know they had some issues with getting their shipments, but the title's Family Poker Fun. So I used a die cut and a piece of chipboard, and I wanted the title to stand out, to have a white background. So I just took some foam stickers and put them on white cardstock and then fussy cut them around them. I've got my journaling down here on a journaling bit, and then these tags are just for decoration, just embellishment, I guess. Probably one of my favorite features on this layout is the yellow trim, I guess the gold trim. This is another hip kit project that I used the May 2021 kit. I think my favorite part of this layout is the background. And I used a subscriber cut file. So if you subscribe to the Hip Kit Club, each month they have cut files that go along with the kit. And I cut it out of white cardstock, and then I stitched along the thicker lines of the plaid with white thread. And then I adhered it to another piece of white cardstock using foam adhesive, and then backed it with some pattern papers to create the full background. But I love the dimension behind that stitched cut file. So a lot of these products there's some American Crafts, Pink Fresh Studio, Jen Hadfield, Paige Evans, and some hidden journaling here with a tag. I'll show these two kind of side by side. This one, these are both created with the same kit, but with a slightly different look. These colors are a little more muted and pastel, while these ones are a little more bold and saturated. This one uses the May 2021 cut files, and then, kit, and then this cut file is from Hip Kit as well. They're gorgeous layered flowers with all of the stems and leaves to go with them. And then I used Pink Fresh Studio letter stickers for the title. And something that's a little bit different that I don't often do is stitch in a different color other than black and white, and I did use pink thread on this one. So this is one of my all-time favorite projects. I know I say that about a lot of them, but this one was published in the summer 2021 issue of Scrapbook and Cards Today magazine. It's in the Reader's Gallery. I think it's the last project in that issue. But I just love how this one came together. It's got so many little fun details. A couple of them that I wanted to point out was I love the journaling printed on pattern paper. That's something that is a little different. I don't do that very often. And then this lace trim came from my grandmother's sewing box. So when she passed away, I inherited some of her sewing and craft supplies, and this pink lace trim was one of those things. And so I hope to use it all on projects eventually, but so far I just got that little bit that I added to this one. So one thing I do want to mention, if you haven't seen that issue, head over to the Scrapbook and Cards website because you can download the summer issue for free. You can also get it as a freebie to a scrapbook.com order, but you do need to pay shipping there. So if you have an order and all ready to go, I just throw in a copy of that. So that's a couple of ways that you can get your hands on that issue. So this one is a just for fun project. It's another quilted background, or I guess it's not the entire background, but a quilted section. So I have little 1-inch squares that are just on a 5 by 12 piece of cardstock, and I just adhered the pattern papers randomly and then stitched down all of the lines. So that made a fun backdrop for my bold white title. And then I also incorporated some hand stitching on the flowers. I just used my paper piercer and poked the holes and got some coordinating embroidery thread to stitch to give those flowers a little bit more texture. And last but not least, this is the most recent process video that I have on my channel. It's a really fun YouTube hop that I did with a few of my friends to kick off the library project. So this is my son Austin. He passed away when he was 9 in 2018, and in his memory, we donate hundreds of books each year to the school's library. So this particular layout is about our donations in 2019. This year, in 2021, we are still doing the Austin's library project. I will leave all of the information in the description box below, but in short, there's an Amazon wish list, and you can go on that wish list and purchase the book and ship it directly to me. And when we receive it at my house, we put a little label in the book that says who donated the book and that it was donated in Austin's name and the year. And then we take them to the library probably in a month or so when it gets a little bit closer to back to school time. So I am so appreciative to everyone that has already donated. We have had hundreds of donations from my scrapbook family here on YouTube and on Instagram. If you haven't donated, we would love to have you join us. This is obviously a project that's pretty near and dear to my heart. So anyway, thank you so much for stopping by and taking time out of your day to spend here with me. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to answer any of your questions. If you haven't already done so, I would love to have you as a subscriber here on my channel. If you just hit that subscribe button and then hit the little bell as a notification, so that you will be notified when I upload a video. I upload videos every Sunday, and then usually one or two throughout the week. So thank you again for stopping by, and I'll see you again soon.